welcome back to the Acteria Magic channel. I'm Steve, the Acteria. Today we're going to be talking about Lathril, Blade of the Elves, a super popular commander right now, but she's part of our 30-day challenge. She is so cool. Let's talk about her. All right, so she is Lathril, Blade of the Elves. She's a 4-drop, 1 green, 1 black, 2 generic, 2/3 elf noble. Whenever Lathril, Blade of the Elves deals combat damage to a player, create that many 1/1 green elf warrior creature tokens. Tap 10 untapped elves you control. Each opponent loses 10 life, and you gain 10 life. She's so good. So good. So you're encouraged to play things that like pump her and things like that. But we're not going to go that. We're not going to be talking about that today. I've already done a video about Lathril before, but today we're going to do something a little bit more casual. So number 6 on my list of cards that we should be running with Lathril, Stoneforge Masterwork. Okay, so this is a 1-drop equipment, and it says equip creature gets +1/+1 for each other creature you control that shares a creature type with it, and it goes for 2. So Lathril, putting out all those dudes, this is basically going to double the number of creatures we have in play whenever Lathril actually finally connects. And we have ways of making her connect with Trample or Menace or Fear or whatever it is we have. Then we also have a cool card here, an Umbral Mantel. Now this card, we're going to talk about a combo at the end, but it's a 3-drop equipment that says equip creature has 3, untap. This creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn, and it equips for 0. So we have to pay 3 mana to untap it, but that's not going to be a problem with our elves. Okay, number 5 on our list is we got to get some card draw going. Beast Whisperer is a 2/3 for 4, double green, 2 generic elf druid. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card. Heck yeah. Then Guardian Project is a great card out of Guilds of Ravnica. It's a green and 3 generic. It says whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, if it doesn't have the same name as another creature card you control or a creature card in your graveyard, draw a card. Fantastic. We're in a singleton format. Guardian Project is pure gasoline. All right, number 4 on our list. Let's get our beat down on. Okay, so here we go. We've got Azuri Ringleader. He is a 3-drop 2/2 elf warrior. It says pay 1 green, regenerate another target elf, or pay 5, 3 green, 2 generic. Elf creatures you control get +3 and +3 and gain trample until end of turn, and we can pay for it over and 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 over. Awesome. Overwhelming Stampede is another busted one. So if we have a really big Lathril, Overwhelming Stampede is going to do some disgusting things as well. It says 5 mana, 2 green, 3 generic. Until end of turn, creatures you control gain trample and get +X/+X, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. It's damn good. It's such a good card. It's so underrated. It's like 50 cents. It's really, really good in Elves. Triumph of the Hordes is going to be really great against those people that have like a billion life, and you can't just beat them into submission that way. It says until end of turn, creatures you control get +1/1 and gain infect and trample. It makes me happy. And people are gonna die. Like, you can kill multiple opponents in one turn because of Triumph of the Hordes very consistently. All right, number 3 on our list, we have our mana producers. So Circle of Dreams Druid is a new card that came out of Midnight Hunt. It's no, Forgotten Realms. Sorry. And Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. It's triple green, 2/1 elf druid. It says tap, add a green mana for each creature you control. It's a Gaia's Cradle on a creature. Very cool. Now this, I would recommend you get this card just in general because this card is going to go into other creature decks, whereas Elvish Archdruid is only going to go into your elf decks. So just keep that in mind. Elvish Archdruid will tap for 1 green for each elf you control, but it also gives other elves +1/+1. That's really sweet. Marwyn the Nurturer, she's gonna get really big, and she's a 1 green, 2 generic, 1/1 elf druid. Whenever another elf enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on Marwyn the Nurturer. Tap, add an amount of green mana equal to Marwyn's power. So all of that power is going to stack up. She's going to get 1/1 counters from Lathril connecting and making a bunch of dudes. So she's going to get big, really big, really quickly. Now, she's going to be a big creature on top of producing a bunch of mana. So you kind of have to choose what role you're going to be. But I mean, you tap her for a bunch of mana early in the game, and then suddenly at late game, you've just got this big beater that you can just kill people with. She's awesome. All right, and number infinite, just to point out what we were talking about earlier, this combo right here. Oh, sorry. This combo right here It's the combo we're talking about where Elvish Archdruid is going to untap for infinite mana. So he's going to tap for infinite mana. So what you're going to have is you're going to have at least 4 elves in play, to include Elvish Archdruid. He's going to tap for 4 mana. We're going to use 3 of that mana to untap him with Umbral Mantel. And then we're going to tap him again and get another 1 mana. Tap him again, get another mana. So we're just going to go and get infinite mana, empty our hands. And that's going to be super useful because if we have a black, we can spend it on Shaman of the Pack, which is green and black and generic. Shaman of the Pack enters the battlefield. Target opponent loses life equal to the number of elves you control. Or we can cast Exsanguinate for infinite. So if we have double black plus that infinite green mana, we can infinitely drain all of our opponents and just win the game on the spot. Very, very cool. And then number 1 on our list, drum roll please. This is for everyone else. This is Growing Rights. Atomic, whatever. Anyway, it's a 1 green, 2 generic, a legendary enchantment. Whenever it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them, put it in your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 4 or more creatures, transform Growing Rights of Itlimo. I'm gonna go practice that whenever I get done. Anyway, whenever Cradle of the Sun, it can tap for a green, or it can tap for a green for each creature you control. It is Gaia's Cradle. That's what it is. It's so unbelievably good. Now this is Gaia's Cradle with not the price tag of $1,000. It's probably got a $20 price tag, but it's a really, really good card that goes in pretty much every elf deck. Anyway, thank you so much for coming out today. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the Active Magic channel. Oh, come back tomorrow. We got another video. Push the button.